The Where's My 40 Acres podcast is recorded in front of a ratchet studio audience.
Wow. I thought Sweetie was just going to be some strange, but I'm going with his parents to mosque next week. Shabbat shalom.
That's not what they say at mosque.
It could be.
Hey, babe. They got shoot my shooters.
He a real one.
Yo, what is up, everybody? You are listening to the Where's My 40 Acres podcast, and this is long overdue because things happened. We weren't able to get together for the last two episodes to do these reviews, but we're going to go ahead and knock out the last two episodes of Insecure and just and just sum up basically our thoughts and opinions about what the fuck happened at the end of this season. So let's start with episode 7, which was what's the title of episode 7? Hella Disrespectful.
Yeah, hella disrespectful.
I don't even know where to start with this episode. Like, the end is the part that people care the most about. The whole
that was
dinner.
The build-up.
Yeah, the whole dinner is what people care about, and there's little like shit that happens throughout the episode, right? Like we get familiar with the fact that Lawrence is officially fucking Aparna.
How do you say what? I never got her. Like, I know the name. How do you say the name?
Aparna.
Aparna?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was calling the girl Apollo.
Why?
Okay.
Why you do that to that girl?
No, not in a bad way. I just couldn't remember what her name was.
You could have called her Appalachia or something.
Like, she just reminded me of like Alicia Keys' little sister.
Okay.
She was very pretty.
Yes. So yeah, he is messing with Aparna.
Why you made that voice?
Because she is.
Yeah, she's very pretty.
Because she is.
And Lawrence is an ass, as usual.
Yeah. They trying to keep that shit secret at work, but that is not working. It doesn't take long for the coworkers to realize that they fucking because their lies don't match. Yeah, so that comes out, and
yes,
yeah, and you know, he ends up. They're very awkward about this whole shit, right? They're really awkward about the fact that they're fucking. I think he's more awkward than she is. Like, I think she really likes him, but he's being awkward about it. And she done fucked like at least 2 people in this workplace. So this ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new to her. Like, these are people she around all the time. So this ain't no new shit.
Very casual. Yeah, like, you know, we take things a day at a time. Like, you can tell, yeah, she likes him.
Yeah, she be doing millennial fucking. I get it. Like,
right. But she's not also pressuring him either, which in the beginning stages of getting to know somebody, I mean, that would be ideal. Like,
man,
you know.
Aparna cool as fuck as far as I was concerned watching this whole season. I thought Aparna was cool as fuck. I would have hung out with her. Like, I don't understand what the problem was. And she was thick. So I don't understand what the problem was with Lawrence. But, and her family probably got money because they just be having money. I know that's a bad assumption to make, but she might have some money in her family. I'm just saying.
Why do you think that? Just how she dresses?
No. She's Indian, right?
What?
Aparna.
I don't know.
She's Indian.
I don't know what she is.
She's Indian, I believe. Now, I could look it up. I'm sure somebody's like, she's not. She's from this part of Asia, yada, yada, yada. I get it. Cool. No, whether she's Indian or not, she might have some money. Family might have came over here with some money. And Lawrence ain't got no money. He got woo-woo.
Lawrence got a little bit. He got a little something.
He ain't got no money. Lawrence ain't got no fucking money.
He ain't no big baller, big bank, but I mean, he got a little something.
He got a little what?
He can take her out to dinner and shit.
He got a little confidence. That's what he got. He ain't got no money though. Like, come on, he in LA. He ain't got no money. Nigga was sleeping on a blow-up bed. Got no money. He couldn't even afford to stay in a hotel.
It was cute though.
It was, but he ain't even set up the next room. This nigga was eating at a fold-out table in lawn chairs.
Yeah. He bought a TV before he bought. Well,
before he brought
you know how
everything.
niggas do.
He brought a TV before he brought everything. Okay.
I mean, that's what niggas do. So I wasn't surprised about that.
Mm-hmm.
Most niggas are like that.
My TV came after. I needed a couch.
I said most. I didn't say all.
You're right. Most niggas don't know no better. TV and pussy. That's all. That's what they know. Girl, we can fuck on the rug and watch porn. No,
yes.
No, that's
on
not
this big screen.
That's not classy. So Molly and Issa kind of opened up this conversation with one of their Malibu tit for tat conversations, and
gosh, about the nut in the face.
Yeah, and Molly wanted to fight. Like she wanted to go over there and fight. She wanted to do a drive-by.
She was so pissed. Like she was going off, and I'm like,
what's some eye nut?
Oh, it's not that serious, y'all. Like that, all of that was not that serious.
It wasn't.
It really was not. Y'all making this shit like, like he done put you on camera and shit. Like it wasn't that serious.
I mean, it was on camera. We all saw it, but she doesn't know that. That's breaking the fourth wall.
Shut up.
I'm just saying. We saw that direct shot, headshot, direct hit, achievement. Come achievement.
It looked like something on Dave Chappelle.
It's a Come Achievement Award. Come Lottie. All right, so damn, wow.
Goodbye.
So the conversation kind of switches when Issa realizes that Molly is still fucking Dro.
Dro, yeah.
Right, and I like this because when Molly starts going off on her, Issa's just like, well, I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm just completely talking under her breath and shit into the fucking intro to the show. Now, I do like the fact that they went back and they tried to get Issa to save the kids this episode.
Yeah, she had the little Latino student that pulled out the PSAT book.
Yeah.
First thing she was giving, like, they was giving each other the side eyes on the bus.
Well, that was the episode before, and then this episode is where she actually goes to talk to the vice principal.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just not, he wasn't receptive to her. He damn sure wasn't receptive to the white chick.
At all.
Like, as soon as she started speaking, he gave her the bitch, you white. I ain't listening to you about these kids of color. Even if I don't like some of their colors. I definitely ain't about to listen to you. What you know? And I mean, he was like, he blew her off in that way of he did that transference shit where he tried, well, no, it's not transference. It's more like reverse psychology shit where he was clearly making a big deal about, like, he not making a big deal. He clearly has an issue with brown people. Clearly has a huge issue with brown people.
Absolutely.
But when she brought it up and she started to make a bit of a tit about it, like, yo, you need to stop treating these kids like this. This is an all-inclusive thing. You need to let them come, yada, yada, yada. Then he tried to act like, bitch, ain't nobody dead. Ain't nobody get shot. I don't care that much. And started laughing, like that troll laugh bullshit. You made a big old stink and raised some cane and went out of your way to do some shit. He went out of his way to keep those kids from coming to that class. And then tried to act like, oh, ain't no big deal to me. Do what you want. I was trying to help you out.
Yeah. It was disgusting.
So, fuck him. And, yeah, just fuck him. Molly's still trying to get this money. Now, oh my God. They told her to wait a full year for a review. Nigga, no.
I said, wow.
Fuck that. And she did the right thing. She started shopping around. She did what Lil Ray told her she should be doing. And I agree. So she started shopping around. They heard she was shopping. She came back. These motherfuckers gave her an award.
Oh, Microsoft Word printed out from a template award.
Nigga. They picked that shit up from the printer before she walked in the room.
like with the bootleg one colored black star. They didn't even do that shit in color. Like it was just
They ain't even
just print it out.
They ain't even use the Senate paper, dog. They ain't even use some shit she could scratch and sniff and feel happy about her award. They ain't do nothing with that shit.
They gave her they gave her like the Office Max, bulk paper.
If this is what
your wonderful job.
If this is what your employers do when you come to talk to them about going up in the world and you doing all that work, it's time to leave. Like, you got to leave. You got to go. You can't stay here. You can't stay here. And if you stay here, that's on you. Like, you can't complain because you knew what you was dealing with. Like, you knew who was judging you, who was rating you at the end of the year. So don't be surprised when you go and get your year-end assessment and that shit is a B and not an A. Cause you black. Nigga.
Yeah, she listened to his name is not Lil Ray, it's Quentin, right?
His name in real life is Lil Ray. His name on the show might be Quentin.
That's what I'm saying. His name on the show is Quentin.
Probably. By the way, Molly gets the fuck nigga award for giving away a nigga snacks. Nigga hooked her up with the snacks, the buttery ranch and caramel crisp, and
the Garrett's popcorn.
She went and gave him the dro. How nigga helped your snack game come up?
Twan. That's all I keep saying is
Oh, Molly.
I know. And she slightly friend zoned
oh yeah, nah, she friends on the fuck. Well, when she gave Dro his snacks, like he got to come up off another nigga's suggestions. Nigga ain't even hitting. It's fucked up. It's just fucked up.
I know.
It
really is. He's all. I mean, because this is the type that she wants somebody that is supportive and is there for her. Telling her, I hope they see your, her value, and it's not even being creepy. Like, as far as for like him, like you naturally can tell, but not like, trying to fuck her or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Like being genuine with her. And she was like,
I mean, she's doing what Molly does. She's going through a therapist mode, but she's still confused as fuck. And Lil Ray don't know that, sad, because all he sees is an intelligent, beautiful black woman who he'd love to put a ring on, but she trapped in a love circle with Dro. So, sorry, nigga. Sorry, nigga. It just ain't your time. Go find another woman. Molly ain't what you want. Molly may be what you want. Molly ain't what you need.
Right.
That's why I tell the white kids. So, you need to leave her alone. Let's see. What else? So, Issa talked to Daniel. And the first thing I want to point out is at the end of this phone conversation, the person who does not right now have a car because it's going to cost $5,000 for her car to get fixed, for them to replace the bumper, threw her phone into the sink at the end of that phone call. Like, did anybody else go, what? Don't break your own shit, which she already did the episode. Well, no, she don't. She did it at the end of this episode. Yeah, she just destroyed everything.
Yeah, she did. She destroyed the apartment in this one too.
But before that, she threw her phone into the fucking sink.
Mm-hmm.
Did she take that with her? She didn't take that with her when she went out, did she? She just left it in the sink, destroyed.
She no. Yeah, and she just let it drown.
Okay. With the dish, you got dish soap.
Yeah.
Smell like
she's
food.
already, and I mean the setup too is, she's going to Tiffany's,
it's Tiffany's.
Is it is it Derek's?
It's Derek's birthday.
Derek's party.
Yeah, Derek paid for his own party. Okay, let's just keep that 100.
And Tiffany and his wife was pretty much like a host. Yeah, so
yeah, she was the party planner.
Yeah. So she was going to that, and it was already known that Lawrence was coming. So she was already playing it off like, oh, that's cool, but how she is already, but. So she was already tense about that, and then that comes up. and she blows it out of proportion.
Y'all all my friends, y'all all my niggas. Y'all ain't never got to worry about me throwing y'all a party for my birthday. Okay. I do not want to spend that because I know he spent a good grip on that.
That was a nice ass place.
Yes, on them fucking designs and the decorations and the venue they rented out.
Yes, and remember they had to walk. You had to walk upstairs. That shit was expensive. You know, it was per plate.
Oh yeah. Oh hell, man, that shit was probably like $50 per plate, and they had like 17 niggas there. 2 uninvited.
2 uninvited. I know.
2 uninvited.
I love her.
We will get to this in a second because I feel like that this was a double standard, but we'll get to this in a second. So when Lawrence and Aparna run into each other in the stairwell, you know, they get to talking and Lawrence is like, I gotta go to this dinner party, but my ex is gonna be there. And this is after he done found out that Issa is still fucking with Daniel. Right?
And the thing, well, in his mind, it's worse than what it really is.
Of course, because he's sensitive.
He's just, I mean, he's fuming.
He's hella sensitive. And Aparna, as cool, and again, she doesn't, like, I need people to understand, she don't give a fuck about other people's feelings, right?
At all.
That's why she said, well, would you be more comfortable if I came with you? It wasn't a, do you want to throw me in your girlfriend's face or your ex's face type of situation. It was a, okay, I can see this nigga is, he really acting like a little bitch about this birthday. Maybe if I go, he'll be cooler, everything, it'll be more fun for him, yada, 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 yada. Now, I will say, I do think that a partner likes drama, like enjoys a little bit of drama. So I could see her being a person that might test the situation as well.
And I think she was part nosy too.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think that had to do with like, I'll come along if you want, just to see, like, especially, okay, the ex is gonna be there, and she already know how sensitive his ass is. Yeah, part of it was a little nosy. Which I don't blame her.
No, I like her. I like it. She's up front.
Because I mean, hell, she has nothing to lose with none of this.
Nope, because it ain't her friends and it ain't her nigga.
Right. So yeah, free food. Oh yeah, if you want, I'll come.
And some drama, maybe. It's enjoyable.
I can eat my chicken while y'all,
maybe show tunes. A drink or two.
Sip some wine. Yeah.
I like Aparna because she reminds me of Tori from Saved by the Bell. For people who watch Saved by the Bell, if you remember Tori, she just kind of showed up at the school with her leather jacket, looked like she rode on the back of a motorcycle to school every day.
Who was going with her? Zach. That was the one. I think she was kind of like a little tomboyish.
She was tough.
Yeah. That was like the late seasons.
It was. She was
I think I remember her. Yeah.
I like Tori. So I like Aparna. She reminds me of Tori. I can see her pulling up everywhere on the back of a scooter. We actually skipped over the Daniel conversation as if it wasn't a big conversation. My bad, y'all. Fucking that phone call went so left.
Yes.
Not because Daniel had bad fucking intentions. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Daniel is a good dude and he really is into Issa. He just don't know when to shut the fuck up. Like,
you really don't.
That was a wrong time, wrong nigga,
wrong
conversation.
Wrong time.
Like,
he didn't even notice it was the wrong time until he like said something, then put his foot in his mouth again. I was like,
oh, so he put his foot so far in his mouth. They was talking, everything was good, and he apologized when he shouldn't have even needed to apologize. Let's just keep it 100.
If that wasn't, he didn't need to apologize.
Because she was like, "Why you disrespect me like that?" He didn't disrespect her like nothing, and he still apologized. That's a good dude. A nigga that calls you constantly and apologizes for some shit that was not in his control.
Like that. Sorry,
you was the one wilding all on his dick. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. But he called and he apologized because he really likes her. He didn't mean to upset her. And then he made that joke. Oh, that joke.
Like, that nigga.
I think that joke had to be the record scratch heard around the world. Because nobody watching that scene did not go, oh, nigga, when he made that joke.
Because he said something like, it's we eye for eye or something like that.
No, he said, I guess we're even now. I was like,
no. First thing, let's just say this. There is no good time to make that joke. No good time at all. No good time. You know where she at. You know there's a lot of emotional stuff. You got to know the person. You literally apologize because she got emotional over some shit that she shouldn't have got emotional over. So you need to know there's never a good time for that joke.
Not with her.
Then you come up there and you say it. And I was like, nigga. And then you didn't even say, you know what? That was my bad. I should have made that. That was a dumb joke. I was just trying to make you laugh. He tried to play it off like, well, you know, we all kind of even now. I was like, nope. You just gonna keep trying to explain your stuff out of this.
No.
Let it go.
I still think she overreacted, but
no, she overreacted as fuck because she said, "Oh, this is for some revenge." I was like, "Bitch."
She took it to a whole nother level. Yeah.
The fuck, like, no, girl, like, now you taking it too crazy. Yeah, like what he said was wrong, but I mean, it was still kind of funny. So
it was also true.
Right.
Okay, because what she did to him was way worse and wholly intentional.
Yes.
What he did with her was not, there was no malice behind it. It was completely an accident. And I mean, she got him there. She the one that got him there.
I mean, it was a natural accident.
Mm-hmm. Damn, and then she threw her phone in the sink. Poor Daniel. At least, man, go find you a new girl.
I mean, I'll date Daniel in his thighs. Like, trust me.
Just leave her alone, bruh. Issa next season needs to be. She needs to go soul searching. She needs to find her one true self. That's what she need to go do. So let's get to this motherfucking dinner party.
The build up. Because remember, this is also Dro's going to be bringing his wife,
Candace. All right, so I gotta ask y'all this question because I've seen this debate. This debate is still going on right now. Does Candace know that Dro is fucking Molly?
The conference, like when they saw each other at the party and how just dry it was all of a sudden, like it felt like they couldn't, like spark up a normal conversation like they did before. Like kind of gives me the vibe that maybe she knows. I'm not 100% sure.
But also, like, I think some people assume that the two of them were closer friends than they were. Because there's nothing that shows that the two of them were friends. Like the two of them were cool before, more than I'm best friends with the guy you're dating. You know what I mean?
That's true.
They were cordial before, so I wasn't expecting them to have this big thing like they were just friends growing up and everything. But there was this feeling of awkwardness that was there. That wasn't there before, which gave me the feeling like she knew.
I don't think it's a lot to put together here. When they met at the cupcake shop, they were all laughs and giggles. Hey, girl, how you doing, girl? When they met up at the party and Dro was there, they were cool. But when he stepped away because of that drink spill, which already set it off as being awkward, there was this moment of, what do I say to the person that's fucking the same dick I'm married to? Like, and it was a look on her face, and Candace is the one who broke the ice, not Molly. Like, to me, that means that she knows, and she probably expects Molly to be awkward about this shit, cause you is fucking my husband. But girl, it's cool because we got an open relationship. Now, I don't know why people think, like, people ran straight to Dro is lying. If he lying, that's a storyline we'll get later.
If Dro is lying, he will go down as the boldest nigga on TV.
Nigga.
Like, the boldest nigga on TV. Like, if he lying, cause this is another level of the type of shit where you like, I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want to do.
Right
under the nose. Like,
there's rules to open relationships. There has to be rules to open relationships. And I think that people think Dro is lying because he told Molly to walk out the bathroom a couple seconds or minutes after him. But the reason I think he did that is because there's rules to open relationships, and you ain't supposed to be fucking somebody that's sitting at the same table as us when we out together. That's why I think he said that. To me, that makes a lot of sense, because if Dro was lying to Molly about them fucking, right? Or lying to Candace about him and Molly fucking, why was he so goddamn cool serving both of them drinks and having them standing together? Like, niggas would be sweating. You would be sweating if you was cheating on your wife with a girl who is now at the same party as both of y'all, and they standing together alone. You left them alone. You was like, yo, both of y'all can hang out together, talk, get to know each other. I'll be right back. We'll go get you a drink. And then run off. Right. That's not gonna happen. That's no nigga is that courageous.
Plus, I think too I know, like I said, I've known a couple people like that are in open marriages, and they're not broadcasting it to every fucking body. Like, oh, we open, blah 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 blah, and telling every Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Right.
Like, they still keep that under wraps. Like, even with like their friends or whatever. Like, some of them know, but not all of them know. So I could see him saying that too, just so you don't have other people, looking suspicious, like, what's going on there? Like, starting something that doesn't need to be started at all. So that's what I got out of that too. But yeah, I absolutely agree. Like, Joe is absolutely not lying about, anything right now. Like, he's not being secretive with, having sex with Molly. Like, no, like, he's being, upfront and honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's just Molly that cannot handle, because everybody cannot, cannot handle the fact of, like, yes,
you a side chick.
You that's what you're gonna.
She the weekend. She literally the weekend.
At the end of the day, he's gonna stay with his wife.
Yup. You the weekend. Like, if he wanted to marry you, he would have married you. You will always get your drink second. You will always get your chair pulled out last. You will never go home with him. Like, you are the weekend, ma'am. That I just don't, and I think that's what people are missing by focusing so fucking much on whether Dro is lying or not. That's not what they trying to show you. They trying to show you what level Molly has sunk into, right? In her desperation to get her checklist like completed, to the point where now she don't even really, like, she's created this world where she thinks she can live in, of just having a dude to fuck, and that can be her man. And that's not what she's been looking for. She's been looking for somebody to settle down for her. You're supposed to be paying attention to how this is working on her.
Right.
How she's sabotaging herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because it ain't for her. Even
look, you can tell her, look at her face when, he's even says, I gotta go, or, when, his wife gets there, like, it's just, even at the table, when Dro, and Candace sat down, and how the Tiffany's like, oh, we got, nameplates or whatever for a reason, and it ended up being that she couldn't sit beside him or around him close. She was like all the way on the opposite side of the table.
Alone. No date.
That killed her.
But she thought Dro was coming alone. She thought Dro was coming to that dinner alone, and she would be his undercover date. And that wasn't the case. By the way, Tiffany said, I didn't design my own font, so you could sit wherever you wanted. That's what the fuck she said. This motherfucker spent Derek's money on designing fonts for nameplates. Nigga. Yeah, I don't even feel bad for Molly, because she's making this choice, right? She has, and she gonna learn. At the end of the day, I'm watching, I'm just looking at you gonna learn. This gonna be one of the silliest things you've done. Is because it's, and not because I think fucking people in open relationships is silly. I don't think it's silly. If you are cool with, hey, he just some dick or that's just some pussy, then cool. You know what it is. That's not where she at mentally.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not where she is. And Issa can see that shit because when Issa waiting outside the bathroom to help her fix her bangs, girl, clean up. You look side messy.
Oh boy, yeah, it's just she doesn't know how to handle it, and it's gonna go downhill from here.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
She need to be honest with herself and her feelings.
That's why she go to therapy.
It was good. It was good to see her still in therapy. I was like, cause you needed it.
With that same lady. No, that is good. But yeah, everybody can't handle stuff like that. They act like they can. And, in her mind, Dro is the person that, I can see myself being with.
Right.
Because he has all these check qualities. Oh, sorry. But, he's married.
He married, which...
Oh, but it's open marriage. But, we still have this chemistry. Yeah, which is fine. That's what an open marriage is. But the key word is marriage.
He's married should be on the back of niggas like a Surgeon General warning. Like, it should just be in big red fucking font, yo. He married, girl. Know what you getting into. And he calls it cancer. Like, it's just, know he getting into. Now, I want to go to Kelly, because we got a little serious. My nigga Kelly deserved the Emmy last night. She deserved the Emmy last night. Okay. Kelly pulled up with what was she calling this nigga? Because she wasn't calling him by his name.
I don't know. I was
Sweetie.
calling him quotation marks.
She was calling him Sweetie. That's what she was calling him. And she brought Sweetie a jacket, and she said, "Ain't this cute? I got it at Forever 21, but girl, you can't even tell." And this nigga is rocking this jacket, this women's jacket. And he walked over to the other side of the bar. He said, "Hey, babe, they got my shooters." And Kelly said, "He a real one."
Oh my gosh. Kelly. Have you heard her, like, I guess not being her character and being herself?
No.
It's like night and day.
I'm sure it is. That's called acting right there.
And apparently she helps Issa write.
Makes sense.
She writes most of the episodes, but then she said like she likes playing Kelly because she said Kelly is totally opposite of her. So she just gets to have fun with it.
She said, she cares about what people thinks of her and, thinks of other things. She's very sensitive that way, and even her voice just changed when she talks, normally. But yeah, she's just like what Twan said. She said, Kelly, she can be herself. It's all the things that she can't be because that's not her. It's the complete opposite. And I was like, we love you.
That's dope,
what
though.
I just kept saying, like, we really love you.
That's dope as fuck, though. Like, that's just pretty fucking, that's cool. I like that. Like, then she's a good actress, too. Like, she's a good comedic actress. And I'm sure she's writing her own lines. She's writing her own ratchet ass lines. So
apparently, Issa said too that some of that she just goes off the fly.
Makes sense.
And they just kind of roll with it.
I know they be having fun on set. They a bunch of ratchet ass niggas. I know they be having fun.
Yeah.
That's good. That fucking in the bathroom, man. That shit just. I just don't. I
You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe just because I'm a big person, I don't think about fucking in all these tight ass spaces.
But he's like 6'8".
Good point. But he's long, you know what I mean? Like
Ollie is little, so
his tight is not vertical. You know what I mean? Like the ceiling is always high.
And like I said, Molly is like she's very petite, so it's not hard.
Also,
to get her on the sink.
Somebody gonna walk in, man. You ever tried to use the bathroom?
I thought somebody was.
They ain't close no doors. You ever tried to use the bathroom at work? Like you try to pick that one time in the day where you go in the bathroom and take a shit and not have to worry about a coworker walking in.
And that man, you can watch the door and let it be like, all right, I've studied this. Nobody goes in between these two times until the time you want to
As
shit.
soon as you go in there and close the door behind you, you hear that door open and niggas come in talking. So, Brad, did you get the paperwork from the marketing meeting on the phone today? Like, soon, and you sitting there like, oh, Brad can't know it's me. I got a conference call with Brad in 5 minutes, but I gotta hold it. I can't poop. Like,
wow.
So my thing is, as soon as you get the fucking, I feel like everybody go walk in the bathroom.
The whole table go to take a bathroom break.
And you fucking her on the fucking counter where the sink is where people supposed to wash their hands. That's not pussy residue and dick droppings.
Look. And you know she sat in some cold water. Them sinks ain't never dry.
How they accidentally turned the faucet on? Don't that shit come on by like if it's shit in front of it? Ain't it a sensor? So she had water running on her booty while he was putting dick in the vagina.
There's a lot of sex scenes in TV that do not work in real life.
No. Not to mention everybody gonna hear you.
People in real life lay on fucking beds and shit. Cause you be sitting there. I tried to have sex on the kitchen counter one time. It's like, man, you put her on the counter, she uncomfortable, counter cold on the ass. And then I'm a tall dude, counter still too high, I'm up on my tippy toes. Shit like that. You know, trying to get the stroke in. I'm on 2 big toes and shit like that. Now I'm catching cramps and Charlie horses. My toes getting tight. Too much. Wow. Just gonna lay on the bed. Just gonna lay on the bed.
Yeah, and they fucking in an open restaurant bathroom,
loud as shit too.
Open.
Just moaning and.
He doing the worm. She doing.
That's why Issa was out there. Issa can't go to the bathroom. Like, this girl.
She couldn't walk in. Issa was the one. Issa was the one. Twan. Issa was the one that was gonna walk in the bathroom. She was that one. That surprise friend. Yeah, Issa and Molly officially gonna be best friends forever. They be cleaning up each other's messes.
Yeah, remember Issa straightened up Molly's hair and Molly popped the tag off of Issa's dress.
She was gonna return that dress though. She was gonna take that. Take that back. She's gonna take that back.
Said, oh shit.
So let's go ahead and Molly does talk to her mother, and her mother's like, "Hey, he treated me like a queen after he messed up. People make mistakes, and she took her father back, and he's been faithful, and they've been in love ever since he made a mistake. You got to decide what works for you in your relationship. That was none of Molly's goddamn business anyway. She wasn't even born yet, and if she was born, she was too young to know the damn difference. Didn't affect her being risen. Still love the daddy, still love the mama. So." Clearly, they treated her right despite the issues they were dealing with. Good grief. She's sensitive.
Silly.
She's just sensitive. Okay. They did say the bartender looked like Cory Booker, which Molly said, I can't trust someone that lives in the projects on purpose. Yep. I don't trust Cory Booker or Gwyneth Paltrow. Like, trying to be poor for a day is not some shit that you should be wanting to do. So, all right. So Lawrence is talking at one end of the table, and he makes a notion about his ex. He just broke up with his ex, and they realize it's Issa, and the girl says, "Who, Issa?" And Issa gives him the scowl face. This is after one of the most cringe-worthy, hilariously done scenes I have ever seen in a fucking show that depicts what would happen if this really happened in real fucking life. If you went to a party for your homeboy and your homeboy's girl was friends with your ex and all her friends, and you showed up with a new chick, and there was no seat at the table for her, and niggas had to scoot down.
Oh my God.
The amount of fucking noise would feel like it was going on forever. And that's what that scene felt like.
Those are the awkward moments. You know what I mean? Because two things. At first, I'd be like, I want to believe Lawrence that he didn't know.
Lies.
He knew.
But we also know that girl, and I felt like she sent out 28 RSVPs for everybody. You know what I mean? Like I felt like, you know, she doesn't see like one who wouldn't let you know that.
Mm-hmm.
She will let you know we having to get together if you can bring extra people or not. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get that anal with seat place and all that stuff if you don't communicate that with people.
And remember, they had to bring another plate.
Yeah.
For her.
For a partner.
So no.
And girl, to her credit, she was like, "Nah, I chill. Like, I can go."
Also, I just want to point out, Kelly brought a date too. Kelly just met this nigga like 2 days ago. He got invited to the party.
But Kelly RSVP'd though.
Do you think Kelly really RSVP'd, sweetie?
I think she called it like, "Bitch, I'm coming. I'm bringing a date."
Now she might have did that. She might have did that about 2 hours before she came, though. I don't feel like she did that shit a couple days in advance.
You know what I mean? Because Issa brought her brother, right?
Well, her brother is friends with Tiffany and Derek, so he was invited.
Right. Good point. And the key is, out of all of it, the Lawrence. How awkward is that? Because you already have your ex there. And then you're bringing a date. Whereas, Kelly, she bringing a random nigga, and then Issa bringing her brother.
Well, the other thing, first of all, I don't think Issa brought her brother. I think her brother was on the guest list. I think they both was invited. Because remember now, I still believe that him and Derek fucked at some point in a hotel somewhere.
No. Gross.
I do. I'm just waiting for that shit to come out the closet. Tiffany was looking for this nigga and she found him in a hotel. She found him in a hotel with Issa brother.
No.
But the other part of it was like Kelly is friends with them now. See, Lawrence ain't in the girlfriend circle, and he outnumbered at this table. More people is on Issa's side than on his side. So him bringing a date is just he can't bring nobody. He can't bring a baby sister. He can't bring his mama. He can't bring nobody. You lucky he invited.
It was already going to be awkward because them two was going to be there. So
I guarantee you he got his invitation last.
Adding an actual date just makes it worse.
Mm-hmm. So, by the way, Issa and her brother are ratchet as fuck. Because them trying to like turn up with side jokes about a partner at the other end of the table that was petty. It was funny, but it was petty. And I like how Issa said she won't go drink, and the first thing she did was snatch up a drink when she rolled up in there. These niggas.
Oh, when we find out Tiffany is pregnant.
Uh-huh.
She's with child.
Mm-hmm.
She made sure to do the Cersei flaunt.
That baby gonna come out bedazzled.
Oh,
no. With blonde hair.
Boy. You live with blonde hair.
Dancing to all the single ladies. So Issa runs out, and who gave him the head nod? Was it Molly? Somebody like hinted at Lawrence that he needed to go out.
Molly.
It was Molly. Okay.
It was Molly, yeah.
And he runs out after her, and they get to talking, and it is a fight that they needed to have. And those fights typically happen in the most uncomfortable places, right? You usually are not luckily locked in your bedroom, yada, 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 having this fight. Like, this fight is going to happen at a weird fucking time because it's been months since they've actually talked. Ever since the dry fuck of 2017, it's been a long time since they've actually spoken. And that fucking fight was just nothing but jabs.
It was intense.
It was jabs. Jab after jab. And I think Lawrence's jab, even though she hit him with the whoop whoop jab, right? Because he did spend a lot of their relationship not doing anything because of the whoop whoop. But I think I think that his jab hurt worse. Him calling him better than that time you wasted out here being a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that hurt worse because I don't think he actually knew that she was in her hotation phase and that shit was not working out with her. So he actually got like bonus points with that one and didn't even realize it. she was having a terrible whole phase anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was all going downhill.
So like he caught her with a gut punch and wasn't even like aiming for that. But yeah, they needed to have that fight. They just needed to get that shit out.
Yeah, no, they did. They really did.
They needed to get that shit out. And they did. And
then that girl came out.
Yeah, and Lauren snatched her up and they ran off to go have a sweet date together. And Issa had no one, you know, got an Uber or a taxi, showed up at home to her rent being increased. Because, you know, gentrification is a bitch.
Yeah.
And she proceeds to Lady of Rage destroy her whole fucking apartment.
Yeah, she saw that burn mark on the ceiling. Then, yeah.
How many of y'all here have watched Breaking Bad?
I know. I have.
DJ, you haven't, right?
It's on the Netflix list.
Twan, do you remember the Fly on the Wall episode?
You had to describe it.
It was the episode where Jesse and Walt were trapped we're not trapped in there, but they were down cooking meth in that room the whole episode, and there was this fly.
The one under the warehouse?
Yeah, and there was this fly that Walt kept trying to kill, and that whole episode was a metaphor.
Yes.
Okay. That spot in this show has been a metaphor the whole season. The whole season. That's why they show it every episode. Yeah. At some point, you see that spot. And the point of it is that when Issa tried to change her shit around and like she painted the wall to paint over that burn spot, and that was her start. That was the real start of her rotation, right? That was after she tried to get Lawrence to come over and niggas caught the wall on fire. And it was like, you know what? I'm over this nigga. I'm gonna get in my rotation, girl. I'm gonna get out here in these streets and run things. And she missed the spot. She did not clean it up completely. In that spot on that ceiling is the hole in her that she has been trying to fill with bullshit. Yeah. It has just been a blemish on her progress forward, right? Trying to reestablish her ground and get her footing.
Yeah, I mean, you see the part where she gets messed up, which is the stuff that happened with her and Lawrence. And then right after that, she tries to, you see her painting, right? And when she's painting, she's like, I'm good, I'm fixing myself, I'm better. And then even when she thinks that, she looks up and she's like, damn it, there's still a spot.
But she's like, you won't ruin my life.
Because she totally forgot. She didn't even look up there. That's what happens when you're trying to fix yourself. You forget something. Mm-hmm. Or you fool yourself into thinking I'm good, and you didn't really get to the entire thing that you needed to. So she never went back and got that. And throughout that whole season, every time something bad happened, every time she faced the decision where it was like, you're still not over this, you look up and see that spot.
You see that
and
damn
that's
spot.
Why at the end, when both of them were sitting there looking at the spot, that's the only time she really started to work at actually healing herself.
Mm-hmm. It was like, what happened? Like, he looked up at it in the next episode and was like, what happened? And she's like, I don't know what she said to him exactly. She tried to do something. And that's what it was. The whole season was she was trying to do stuff. And she wasn't actually working on herself. She wasn't actually working to fix things. She just covered it up. If I just paint over it with a new me, I'll be all right. And even when she knew she forgot to paint that spot, she didn't even take the time to go, oh, well, let me go ahead and paint this too, to finish things. Like, she left it there. She just, oh, it's a little spot. It won't be a problem. Oh, it's just little things I need to fix by myself. I don't need to worry about them right now. They won't be a problem. And all that shit came back to bite her in the ass. So that fucking spot is like, just reminded me of the Fly on the Wall episode of Breaking Bad, which was one of the best written episodes I've ever seen on a television show, as far as like metaphors go. So yeah, and she completely trashed her fucking apartment. Like, I would never do no shit like just. I got too much expensive shit in here. I would never do no shit like that.
But she needed that because she never had any type of cathartic release throughout the entire time.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for me, that's why when upon watching the end, I was very, very satisfied because it's like, yeah, finally y'all did. It took them so long. It took you a whole season for the two of them to do something that was healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I think doing the thing they had been running away from.
Yep. Okay, so season. Let's go ahead and jump forward to the finale episode, which was a longer episode than the rest of them. I think it was like 47 minutes.